Hi, my name is Betty Odur from Uganda. I work for Uganda Network on Law, Ethics and HIV and AIDS, Uganet. Uganet is a national non-for-profit advocacy, law and human rights organization which addresses HIV, health and gender critical development concerns. In addressing HIV, health and gender gaps, Uganet employs 3 strategic pillars. The first one is advocacy for law and legal policy, where we basically do research and documentation for evidence-based advocacy. We also work in a coalition of 40 civil society organizations to do advocacy at the national level. The second pillar is access to justice, where I do coordinate the access to justice work in the Central Region Office to support Uganet's target group, which includes persons living with and affected with HIV and AIDS, orphans and vulnerable children, women and girls, persons with disability, palliative care patients, prisoners, sex workers, drug users, and other marginalized persons. The third pillar is community engagement, where we basically empower the community to drive their own change through trained community activists and paralegals in 10 districts where Uganet is currently working. All in all, Uganet envisions a Ugandan society free from HIV, health and gender-related abuses, in which all people live dignified and fulfilled lives. My becoming a human rights and social justice lawyer was driven by the zeal to protect and promote human rights of the marginalized and vulnerable communities whom I witness suffer gross human rights violations and have no clue on how to demand and defend these rights. From my past and current work, I have been engaged in supporting the vulnerable and marginalized communities' access to justice, and the interrelated issues my work seeks to address includes ending discrimination, ending gender-based violence, ending denial of property and inheritance rights for especially women and girls, land disputes issues where rightful owners are denied the right to own and access land. We've also been supporting people with employment-related issues. My interventions in working on these interrelated issues have been provision of free legal aid services, which includes legal advice, legal counseling, court representation, holding mediation between the parties, working closely with government institutions like police, prison, local councils. We've also worked with cultural leaders, health workers, and other like-minded partners, which has strengthened the referral system. My participation in HRAP 2016 will enable me gain deep understanding in addressing the human rights challenges with diverse approaches, where I will be able to make reference to international laws and policies applicable in my country to advocate for human rights of the community I serve. I also believe I will be a better human rights advocate as my skills and knowledge will be enhanced. That will enable me to provide the best professional support in addressing the justice needs of the vulnerable and the communities that I serve. Thank you.